In our last lesson for integers, we're going to be looking at dividing integers. Now, if you got multiplying integers and you got that down, this lesson is going to be very, very easy for you because it's the same idea. If you didn't understand it, we're going to do a little review first to make sure you get it down, and then we'll go on to dividing integers. So as a quick review of when our answer is positive and when our answer is negative when we're multiplying integers, remember that if we have two positive numbers and we're multiplying them together, our answer will be positive. Positive times a positive will always give us a positive. That's like 5 times 4 is 20. No negatives to worry about. In this next case, if we have a negative times a negative, they're both negative. That's like negative 4 times negative 5. Our answer will also be positive. If we think back to when we were talking about multiplying integers, about two people at a party, if you have two negative people, they can hang out together with each other, complain about everything together, and they're going to be happy together. And that's why they make a positive number. And in this last case, when we have a negative and a positive, one of each, our answer is going to be negative. If we only have one negative person at the party, everyone else is positive, they're going to make everyone else negative because they're being crabby and no one wants to be around them. So our answer is going to be negative. Now, we're going to use the same idea for dividing integers. The same rules will apply. All we're going to do is change that multiplying sign to a division sign. So here we go. Division is the same way. A positive divided by a positive will give us a positive, same as before. 20 divided by 5 is 4. If we have two negative numbers and we're dividing them, we're going to get a positive number. Negative 20 divided by negative 5 is negative 4. And if we have one of each, one positive and one negative, we're going to end up with a negative. So as I said before, if you got multiplying integers, you're going to get dividing integers because it's the same thing. So we're going to try a couple problems. Remember that we have a song that you can look at on YouTube under Math Teacher Rules. It gives you a great extra way to practice and remember our rules for multiplying and dividing. You can look at that on your own. But here's some problems that we can try. So negative 33 divided by 3. We have one negative, so remember that means our answer will be negative. And 33 divided by 3 will give us 11. So looking at this next one, there's no negative numbers even to worry about, so our answer is just going to be positive. 48 divided by 12 will give us 4. In this next case, we have one negative and one positive. And remember, in that case, our answer is going to be negative. So negative 36 divided by 6 will give us negative 6. That one negative doesn't have anyone to hang out with, makes everything negative. Up here on this next problem, again, we have one negative and one positive. Remember, if one is negative and one is positive, our answer is negative. So 54 divided by negative 6 will give us negative 9. In this next case, we have two negative numbers. And remember, if they're both negative, those two negatives can hang out with each other. They make each other positive. So two negatives equal a positive. So negative 15 divided by negative 5 will give us 3. And this last one down here, same idea. They're both negative, so that means our answer is going to be positive. And negative 21 divided by negative 7 will give us positive 3. So just remember, when you're multiplying and dividing integers, all you need to remember is that a positive times or divided by a positive will give you a positive. A negative and a negative will give you a negative. And a positive and a negative, or a negative and a positive, one of each, our answer will be negative.